The crisis in Kazakhstan, it seems to be quieting down a bit, but I don't think it's getting any better. There's the latest reports we've got is 164 people dead. Nursultan Nazarbayev, who resigned in 2019 and was replaced by Kasim Yomat Tokayev, he retained so many offices of control. For example, he was head of the Security Council, the very influential Security Council. Now we gather he's been replaced. And at the same time, we have heard stories about the soldiers being told to shoot to kill protesters. And also the BBC have put out a report saying that they fear this is about a much broader power struggle among the ruling elite. All this looks incredibly bad. It looks incredibly bad because it provides sort of shake-up in the East, in that sort of Russian orbit, and that's not going to produce the best response from the Kremlin. We've also seen evidence of the effectiveness of internet suppression in Kazakhstan. So people simply cannot get news of what's going on. For Russia, as I say, this is about the response to the Kazakhstan crisis is about controlling the spread of dissent. And this is, and if you look at the spread of dissent, you're looking at the crisis in the Ukraine, which now in Russian eyes has spread to Kazakhstan. Maybe it will spread to Belarus, and from Belarus perhaps to Moscow. So it has to be controlled. That will be the Russian response, and I would see this as being extremely draconian. So the Kremlin will want to enforce discipline to control the media, so see more of that over the next few weeks, over the next few days. Now, the demonstrators in Kazakhstan, this follows again the sort of tone that we hear in Moscow. Anybody who is opposing the regime is branded a foreigner. So the protesters in Kazakhstan are foreigners. They're terrorists. So the Kazakh response has been a counter-terrorist response, hence the shoot to kill. It's the worst violence that has been seen in Kazakhstan for 30 years since Kazakh independence. And if you look at, if you listen to the language which is being used, they talk of armed criminals being liquidated. 3,000 people have been arrested. The Russians have sent a peacekeeping force, 2,500 strong at least, and it's called, in the Russian media, it's called an assertion of influence. There is no hint in any of these stories that anyone is listening to the protesters or trying to find out what their concerns are. I find that extremely disturbing. If somebody else has more information than I've got so far, please can you add it to the comments, and let's have an informed debate about this and see where this is going and how this may impact on the rest of the world. But I find the story in Kazakhstan extremely worrying, not only for people in Kazakhstan but also for the wider global community. Anyway, please do follow the channel and do ring the bell and let me know what other subjects I should be talking about at the moment.